We obviously have the phone camera footage that these guys actually leaked to a local right-wing group called like Alpha News. And we're going to be talking about that because as protests grow across the United States after the ICE shooting in Minneapolis, Republicans, instead of retreating and deciding that, this was a bad apple type situation, they're just going full tilt, pressing on the gas to the best of their ability and defending it. And of course, the Republican commentariat is also full tilt, invested in defending it. And these are the final moments of Renee Good, filmed by the person who actually killed her. I guess it's another filter moment. I don't know. If you're like super biased, you genuinely see the exact opposite thing that I see. I saw this video and I thought this actually showcases that she had no ill intent whatsoever, even though they leaked it themselves, as Evan Hill points to here. Notable that after the Justice Department blocked Minnesota law enforcement agencies from participating in the investigation into ICE, because that is what happened, and denied them access to evidence, the involved agent's cell phone video has leaked to a local right-wing outlet. And yeah, the phone camera footage is here. And now it's yet another instance where people that look at it and see two different things, like two separate realities. So he gets out of his car. This is Jonathan Ross's POV. He gets out of his car. This red car is the Honda Pilot that belongs to Renee Good. In the back seat of the red car that belongs to Renee Good is Renee's dog, okay? He first rolls up. She's very clearly initiating, like reversing here, because we've seen this video. We've seen this footage from the other angle. She's very clearly reversing here.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
She says, "That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you." Smiling, interacting. You can see his visage. You can see Jonathan Ross's image as he is filming the entire camera. No, she had reversed at this point. She's not reversing yet. No, she's reversing. Look. Look. She's looking behind. Wheels are turned. From her side, the wheels are turned to the left. She is indicating a reversal, right? She reverses. She reverses. This is the first reversal that we saw. Okay, she's smiling. Renee Goods, in her last moments, is smiling and looking at her murderer, Jonathan Ross, and saying, "It's fine.
I'm not mad at you.
It's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you." You can literally see her plushies from this camera angle, okay? In her glove compartment box, there's a dog in the back of the car.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk.
This is, from what I understand, I think this is her partner, right?
Talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking sniper.
U.S. citizen, former what?
U.S. citizen, former fucking sniper.
I don't know what she says, but this is her partner. This is her wife, former veteran.
You want to come at us? You want to come at us?
He switches his hands.
Go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car.
So she tries to get in the car. She's reversing, right? Former veteran. While her partner's trying to get into the car from the other door, the doors are locked. She starts reversing and starts moving to get out of the way, okay? With all these people coming in, as soon as the other ICE agents roll up, you can't see it from this angle, obviously, and you can kind of see it right here.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Door lock because she shifted the drive, probably an auto locking mechanism, right? And you can only hear the 3 gunshots. The truly evil right-wing hogs are looking at this video, okay? And I don't know if there's like a cut here or not, but the right-wing hogs are looking at, I think this is the full video, or at least like the important part of the full video that he filmed. And they are trying to say that from this angle, it shows that she was clearly trying to kill him. You can straight up see the car turning away from him.
Get out of the car.
Can you apologize now? Apologize to what? If you think that this is proof that she's a terrorist who's trying to murder this ICE agent, you are dumber than dirt. Not only are you dumber than dirt, if you look at this video and see anything but an ICE agent who has hurt feelings and is quick draw McGraw, pulls his gun out, clearly never even remotely in a situation where his life is threatened at all, just pulls his gun out, he's pissed off, and he just unloads. If you see anything but that, you are out of your fucking mind. Also, I don't know why we only hear 2 shots in this video. People who understand flopping when they talk about NBA or when you fake a foul in soccer have no concept of this in this moment. Cool story, man. You're right, dude. I wish all of your mothers will experience a similar thing then, and then maybe then you will understand, okay? State-sponsored execution. We'll still obviously fight against it every step of the way, but I don't think a lot of you hogs are ever going to understand until it happens to you, until it happens to a loved one. I don't think you're ever going to comprehend what took place here. You're just incapable of seeing it. And I know for a fact that you're incapable of seeing it, even though you're inconsistent in your process, because as soon as I say, oh, well, I hope it happens to a loved one for you, you'll turn around and say, wow, this is a death threat. Why would this be a death threat? Why would this be a death threat? It's perfectly valid, right? It's perfectly legal. You're defending it as being perfectly legal. So which one is it? If it's a perfectly legal situation, you'll defend it if it happens to your mother too. If you are ever in the vicinity of a cop, a vicinity of an ICE agent, and he gets pissed off and decides to shoot your parent, you have to defend it. You have to sit there and defend it. We won't. Hasan, yesterday you were talking about how people are finally waking up, and now today you're saying they won't understand until it finally happens to them. No, there are plenty of people. There are plenty of people who are waking up to this reality. It's just not happening on the internet, and it's not happening on, Twitter, and it's certainly not happening on Twitter adjacent communities like Twitch. You need to understand that. It is happening. You're just not seeing it right here. Like, normies that see this kind of stuff are not on board with it. I promise you. If you put this in front of otherwise like out of touch wine moms that don't really care, that like the Disney adults, the wine moms, the right-wing churchgoers and stuff like that don't really pay attention to the news. When you see something like this and you see the way that people are talking about this person, okay? The way that people are talking about this person in the car that got killed, it comes across as gross to the normies. But you rarely ever see that on the internet because it's mostly not normies that are talking about it on the internet. It's brain broken monsters that are talking about it on the internet in terms that you see. Renee Good's last words that you can see in the video quite literally are, "That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you." These guys want us to believe that this woman is a terrorist.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
These were her last words, man. These were her last words. They want us to believe that the ICE agent was not power tripping and in a moment of panic unloaded 3 shots from close range onto this person, and all of these other people are trying to engage in post hoc rationalizations as to why the state-sanctioned murder was totally fine. They want you to think she's the threat. Like when people say around and find out, what they're talking about is you're not supposed to offer lip to anyone that presents themselves as a position of authority. That's what they are saying. Around and find out about. The real argument here is not about whether or not this person is sincerely a terrorist or deserved this death, or actually the cops or the ICE agents were ever in fear for their lives. The real argument is, how dare you speak out against ICE, which is an expression of the justified violence that my favorite president is bringing to this country. That's it. She talked back and she deserves to be killed, and I wish I could kill her myself, is the attitude that these people have. It's not even just like bootlicking, I think, for a lot of people. And I saw someone unintentionally reveal their own personal pathological frustrations, this psychosexual frustrations that they have. When someone posted a photo of Renee Good and said, "Oh, this woman is the exact same type of person that has like smugly said no to me my whole life." I'm sure you guys might have seen that. Like there was a guy who very clearly revealed like he's just mad at everyone that has wronged him in his life. Every libtard SJW woman that has wronged him. And then this is it. Great point. If a killer can walk free, let's let Tyler Robinson go free too. Also, these people then turn around and talk about like a assassination in the hands of like a random person and state-sanctioned violence, okay? They genuinely think it's always appropriate if a cop kills someone or if an ICE agent kills someone. That's the problem here. I feel like I have been condescended by a woman woman who looks exactly like this thousands of times. Second grade children who hates children, second grade teacher who hates children vibes. Like, this is what it is, okay? For many people that look at this video and seek to justify what took place, they can't comprehend that Renee Good could have been their parent. Renee Good could have been their neighbor that has a political disagreement with them every now and then, but still, you know, is kind and makes cookies for them. They see Renee Good as a woman that has wronged them at some point in their lives, so they look for a way to justify it. They look for a way to justify and defend this, okay? I'm going to play this part one more time. Her last words to her murderer was,
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
"That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you."
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your...
What he said about her in the aftermath of executing her in broad daylight, he called her a f***ing bitch. Her last words to him was, "That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you." His last words after shooting her was, "fucking bitch." People that try to say that this is, this assessment is like emotional or whatever are idiotic, because the clinical assessment here that I gave from the start is exactly the same. You're obviously not going to be able to see the exact movement of the car from this footage, because this footage is a first person POV that is liable to look like when you move your phone around when you're filming something. If you've ever actually dropped your phone on accident, or if you move your phone around, it looks a lot more impactful than it actually is. Okay. So I think a lot of people are leaning into the loud noises that they hear from him pulling his gun out as he steps back, but while leaning forward, his upper body is leaning forward to get a clearer sight on this woman that has pissed him off, that has wronged them in that moment, where he's going to show his righteous rage trying to pull out his gun. Iraq veteran, who some people are saying is actually unironically married to a Filipino woman too. Another one of these libertarian guys with Filipino wives, an ICE agent now, which is so crazy. I think this is the most incriminating video yet, shot from the killer's own POV. And at 31 seconds, you can clearly see Jonathan Ross grab his phone with his left hand so he can free up his right hand to unholster his gun before Renee starts driving, and then mutters, "bitch," less than 2 seconds after firing the shots that killed Renee Good. This was murder, plain and simple. And it was premeditated, okay? He is looking for a legal kill in that moment because he's pissed off. He's frustrated. And the reason why he's frustrated is because these are liberal women who aren't actually respecting his authority. He's having a bad day, and it's very clear that he wants to punish someone for it. He wants to punish someone for having a bad day. And if you justify this kind of action, if you're still justifying this kind of action, you have no self-preservation skills at all, because this kind of action will inevitably come to you as well. You just think it won't, and you don't realize what kind of permission you are giving to the government, what kind of demands you're making. This is another good point of the angle as well. The fact that we see her turn the wheel to the right means he sees her turn the wheel to the right, okay? The steering wheel being turned to the right is clearly observed by Jonathan Ross. The car wheels have turned to the right at that point. He is, as you notice here, already on the right side of the hood. That's why I said hogs who are still defending this unlawful execution would watch their loved ones get killed in a similar fashion and thank the government for the lead. Disgusting bootlickers who don't even have the self-preservation instincts of an insect. I'm telling you, they all want to murder their 5th grade teacher. They want to execute women because their mom told them to go to bed. Yeah, there is definitely a big chunk of that on the internet. The problem in our country is just white women that are liberal.